What happened? What happened? She gonna talk to me. She acting like I did something mean to her.
You better stop, mother.
The gloves are officially off because DDG's mom just came for Halle Bailey hard, and the way she's putting her on blast is wild. Halle thought she could get slick by throwing some low-key shade at DDG, hinting at some of his weird habits. But she clearly didn't expect his mom to jump into the ring and flip the whole story. Now it's chaos online. This family feud is spinning out of control by the minute. People are seriously starting to question if Halle's sweet and innocent image is just a front. Like, how did we go from her dropping light jabs to Tanya coming through and straight up dragging her? And what did Tanya say that's got fans choosing sides like it's a full-on battle? Buckle up, because this drama between Halle Bailey and DDG just hit a whole new level. After Halle started hinting that DDG's family might be, let's just say, a little shady and messy, Tanya didn't hesitate. She came back swinging, loud and clear, calling out what she says is Halle's real personality. According to Tanya, fans only see the Hollywood-filtered version of Halle, not the one that's stirring up drama behind the scenes. This is getting ugly and fast. This drama didn't just show up out of nowhere. Halle's been quietly putting the blame on DDG's family for a minute now, especially aiming at his mom. In her court filings, she did not hold back, pretty much saying Tanya was part of the reason things got so messy. She even claimed Tanya helped cover stuff up when it all allegedly went off the rails. But Tanya, she wasn't about to let that slide, especially when Halle said DDG allegedly got physical and chipped her tooth. In her filing, Halle wrote, "When me arrived at his house, I was crying and told his family what happened. I begged his family who were there to help me figure out a schedule with me. And what did they say? They told her to leave Halo and go. Cold-blooded. On top of that, Halle said Tanya helped DDG pretend to be more involved as a dad than he really was. She wrote, I am aware that Daryl leaves Halo with his mother most of the visits, and his mother cares for Halo. So basically, she painted Tanya as the one covering for DDG's slack. Tanya, she came back swinging. She wasn't playing any games. First, she hit Instagram with that Kermit the Frog meme and the caption, "Hello, Jesus, take the wheel." It might have looked subtle to some, but people knew it was aimed at Halle. The shade was loud and clear. Right after that post, social media exploded. Folks started calling Tanya an enabler, just like Halle had claimed. But Tanya wasn't staying quiet. She clapped back hard and kept posting. I don't usually come online and say anything, Tanya said, even with all the negativity, lies, and hatred thrown at mine. But this time, she snapped, because the accusations made her realize she'd been quiet way too long. That's when things really spiraled out of control. Halle came in swinging, dropping receipts that had everyone talking. She posted text messages that backed up what fans had already been whispering. Tanya was handling things that DDG should have been doing himself. One of the texts showed Halle updating Tanya saying, "Just keeping you updated, we'll be back on the 11th. Haven't heard if Moose still plans to get Halo like we talked about. If he's around, you can get him the 27th and bring him back the 4th. If not, I'll keep him until we return." Then Tanya's reply had people shook. She responded, "Hi, I forgot to text you. He said that he will wait until you get back to get him." As soon as those texts hit the blogs, it was game over. The drama exploded across social media.
A rare way of communicating, but I don't talk to people disrespectfully. If I'm talking in a high-pitched voice, it's not like I'm calling
I know him.
It's not like I'm calling
That's just him. But you can't keep giving people that's just him because it's
But
still
it is.
disrespectful.
How long y'all been together?
But it don't matter, it's still disrespectful.
He ain't changed from day one. He's been this way.
No, Dejan is a little bit more disrespectful than what he was.
No, I was explaining to her that I don't act like a relationship to her anymore. Like I just act how as if I would act towards, regular, like not regular, but like normal. It's an affectionate you, it's a relationship you, it's a lovable you, and then it's like regular.
But that's not even the craziest part.
Tanya didn't hold back. She accused Halle of playing the victim and twisting everything up. According to Tanya, she's the one stepping in for Halo when DDG isn't around. And instead of being thankful, Halle's throwing shade. But let's keep it real. Folks are questioning everything now. If DDG is really the hands-on dad Tanya swears he is, then why is his mom the one always handling all the parenting moves? People went off in Tanya's comments. They weren't holding back, dropping stuff like, "I don't normally like to blame parents for how grown adults act, but DDG's mama is a huge part of the problem. Her posts since the restraining order? Shameful!" Another person said, "DDG's mom is the definition of a boy mom." Of course she's standing by him. No surprise there. The drama was already at a 10, but it didn't stop there. Folks online have been calling out how Tanya seems to let her sons do whatever they want. In one video, DDG literally smacked food right out of her hand, and instead of checking him, Tanya just laughed like it was funny. People were like, "That's straight up enabling." It had everyone shocked. And it's not just Halle making these complaints. In another clip, Tanya's other son's baby mama called him out for being disrespectful. And Tanya's response? She just laughed and said, "That's just how he is. He's never gonna change." No accountability, just excuses everywhere. But it gets even messier. DDG's own brother accidentally exposed the whole dynamic in a video. He called Tanya the nicest woman ever, but the way he said it had people raising eyebrows. It sounded more like, "She lets them get away with everything." Fans caught on quick. They noticed Tanya always acting like the middle person between her sons and their baby mamas. Because, apparently, her sons don't even want to deal with their responsibilities themselves. Tanya's always stepping in, and people are wondering, is she protecting them or just cleaning up their mess? Nobody's saying Tanya is a bad mom or trying to drag her parenting to the ground. But let's be real. With everything that's out there, people have questions. A lot of folks believe Tanya's been covering up DDG's messy behavior for way longer than anyone realized. But this time, Tanya snapped. No more shady Instagram quotes or subtle shots. She went full savage. Tanya came armed with a stack of legal declarations and went straight for Halle's neck in the most public way. According to her, Halle's been lying through her little chipped tooth, blowing everything way out of proportion and doing everything she can to keep DDG from seeing his own kid. Tanya was riding hard for her son, no doubt about that. But the way she flipped the entire situation on Halle had people stunned. In her sworn statement, Tanya actually accused Halle of stalking DDG using AirTags. Yup, she said the first AirTag drama went down back on June 3rd, 2020. According to Tanya, DDG found one of those trackers hidden inside his Maybach. And it didn't take long before things got messy, because that same night, Halle allegedly popped up uninvited at a movie theater in Beverly Hills, where DDG was chillin' with another woman. Tanya said Halle even called her directly that night, going off, saying she knew exactly where DDG was, and even threatened to mess him up for sneaking around. This ain't just relationship drama anymore. It's full-blown war, and Tanya's making sure the world hears her side loud and clear. But Tanya wasn't even close to done. She kept spilling everything. According to her, that movie theater pull-up was just the beginning of what she called Halle's obsessed ex behavior. The very next day, Tanya, DDG, and her boyfriend George did a full sweep of DDG's Maybach. And guess what they claimed they found? Another AirTag, this one tucked under the back seat. That's how Halle allegedly always knew where he was, especially that night at the theater. But hold up, it gets way messier. Tanya said just a few days later, George was driving DDG's Escalade when he started getting those same creepy AirTag alerts on his iPhone. At first, they couldn't find anything, but the alerts kept going off. So what did they do? Tore the whole car apart again and found another AirTag hidden behind the back seat. Just when they thought it was over, Tanya said a third AirTag alert popped up 2 weeks later. And this time, it was hidden inside a random vitamin bottle in the Escalade. Wild, right? But wait, it didn't stop there. Tanya claimed Halle's tracking obsession went next level once baby Halo was born. According to Tanya, in April 2024, she found a fourth AirTag, this one allegedly hidden inside Halo's diaper bag. Not just tossed in, either. It was supposedly tucked under the cardboard lining on the inside, like someone was really trying to stay low-key and not get caught. Now that's beyond messy, it's straight up intense. And just when you think it can't get any crazier, Tanya had more to say. Fast forward to January 2025. Tanya says she and her boyfriend moved into DDG's house to help him get things in order. But while they were unpacking, she claims she found something crazy. Hidden in one of DDG's bedroom drawers was a box of unused Apple AirTags. And who does she say left them behind? Halle. According to Tanya, Halle had been staying there on and off before and during her pregnancy, so she's convinced those trackers were hers. After Tanya dropped that bomb, things between her and Halle got even uglier. Tanya says Halle completely shut her out, allegedly refusing to let her anywhere near baby Halo. The tension hit the roof, and then came that restraining order Halle filed against DDG. It was serious. The judge gave Halle full permission to take Halo with her to Italy to film her new movie, and even granted her sole custody. But DDG wasn't backing down without a fight. The court did allow him to see Halo, but only under supervised visits in Italy. DDG tried hard to block Halle from leaving the country with their son while she worked overseas, but Halle stood her ground. In her legal statement, she told the judge straight up, "I have to be on set in Italy from June 7th to August 4th, 2025. Daryl's known about this for months, and this job is how I pay the bills for me and Halo." Halle made it very clear she wasn't playing. The judge sided with her and approved the monitored visits. But that's when things really blew up, because DDG's lawyer, Larry Backman, asked the judge to let Tanya be the one supervising the visits.
Y'all see Halo walking in the room with my brother Stream. My mama is coming to bring that here. My mama is the reason why we get our motherfucking kids. I don't talk to my goddamn baby mama. My mom is the reason why me and my brother get our kids. We go through my goddamn mama. My mom is nice as hell. This could be my mama cup. Chino can come and slap the cup out of her hand. She's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna give me another cup." My mom is the nicest person in the world.
And Halle's lawyer, Jeremy Lane, he shut that idea down immediately. He told Judge Latrice Birdsong straight up, Tanya couldn't be trusted to fairly supervise the visits. Why? Because Halle had already called her out for enabling DDG's messy behavior, and that was exactly why she pushed for sole custody in the first place. In the end, the judge ruled in Halle's favor. The visits could go down, but only if a neutral professional supervisor was in the room. And that's when things got extra messy. The judge laid down some strict rules. Rule number 1, absolutely no posting Halo on social media. Now, everybody knows DDG lives for showing off online, so that's going to be a whole situation to watch. But it didn't stop there. Things took a wilder turn when DDG's lawyer told the court they'd tried to line up proper supervision, but the only person they could lock in? A therapist willing to chaperone the visits? Yeah, a therapist. That raised a lot of eyebrows. Meanwhile, Halle's team came in ready. Her lawyer told the court they had already connected with Italian authorities and even lined up detectives and private security to make sure those visits were locked down tight. They weren't leaving anything to chance. That's when DDG's team started pushing back. They questioned why all this extreme security was even necessary. Like, why the therapist? Why the detectives? But with everything going on, Halle's side clearly wasn't playing around and made it crystal clear they don't trust DDG or his people to keep things under control. But the judge wasn't having it. They shut that argument down quick, pointing straight to Halle's protective filings as proof that strict supervision was absolutely necessary. That's when Halle's team came with a backup plan. They offered up her personal nanny and security team to handle the visits. But DDG's lawyer wasn't letting that slide easy. He clapped back, saying the nanny shouldn't be allowed to testify in any future court hearings if she was going to be the one supervising. The judge agreed to that part, but still locked in both the nanny and security to monitor every second of the visits. And it still wasn't over. Halle's lawyer came through with another bombshell, revealing that the nanny was actually scared to be alone with DDG. That's why they insisted on having security present the entire time. The judge signed off on it without hesitation. So now, every single visit DDG gets with Halo will have full-time eyes on him, no exceptions. Nobody was shocked when Tanya tried to push back. She argued that she should be the one supervising the visits, saying she's more than capable and that Halle was being completely unfair for trying to keep her from her own grandson. But let's be real. With all the drama Tanya's been dragged into, it's pretty clear why Halle wasn't risking anything. Fans definitely weren't buying Tanya's sweet grandma act either. They flooded her comments with stuff like, "You should have handled this messy behavior a long time ago. You know he's got issues, but all you care about is clout and keeping up appearances." One commenter didn't hold back at all, saying, "As a mother, sure, I defend my sons. But wrong is wrong. Hold him accountable. He hit that woman in front of your grandson, and you're acting like it's no big deal. Nobody deserves that, especially not with a kid watching." People were coming hard. They reminded Tanya that restraining orders don't just pop up out of thin air, and told her flat out, hold that boy accountable and get off the hype train while you still can. The internet's totally divided on this one. Some see Tanya as just a loyal mom doing what moms do, riding for her son no matter what. But a whole lot of others think Halle just cracked open a serious family mess that's been simmering behind closed doors for way too long. Now, everyone's picking sides, and the drama, it's only getting deeper. One thing's for sure. Between restraining orders, custody fights, secret accusations, and families blowing up online, this story is far from over. The real question now, is Halle going too far by keeping Tanya away from baby Halo? Or is she just doing what any mom would do, protecting her child from patterns that never seem to change? This family feud's not slowing down anytime soon. If you're all about the tea, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more messy updates you don't want to miss. And hit the comments. I want to know exactly what you think about this wild situation. See you in the next video.